Hi, Julia here. Now, I want to share with you a little bit about the Biophotonic scanner, this amazing tool here. Now, I want to help you understand the best way that I think, and of course it's very personal, the best way that I feel this amazing machine can promote people to buy a range of the Pharmanex products. Okay, so these are just my suggestions, my ideas. Take them, leave them, use some of them, just adapt it. But if any way I can help you through this video, then great. That's my aim here. So just from experience, what I have found is that the best way to start before you talk about the scanner is to get somebody to fill out a health questionnaire. This is one I've created and I will attach it to this video, but you can create one of your own. You can focus it purely on inner health. This is a general one. And the reason I do that is that in any business where you're trying to offer a solution, you need to know what the problem is in the first place. And you're second guessing unless you actually get people to tell you. Now, rather than to ask them, which might be uncomfortable, if you get them to fill out a questionnaire and they tick the boxes of concern and you check it out, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're aiming for. You're aiming to find a solution to their concerns and their problems. Okay, now we're going to focus obviously on the tick boxes that they do on the inner health concerns. And it's really good to know this before you scan them, because imagine if you scan somebody and they're right up in the green or blue or even grey and they're really happy with that score, so they don't want to make any changes in that department. But they've ticked that they're stressed, or that they have memory problems, or that they have high cholesterol or sleep problems, or any of the other ones, then even if you're not selling them a range of products that will increase their antioxidant level in the body, you might be able to solve one of their other areas of concern. So it's always good to get one of these filled out. Now, on the back of my questionnaire, I have put all the details you need to sign them up as a customer or as a preferred customer or as a distributor, plus all their payment details and a list of areas in which you can offer them solutions. So this is a great tool to have. So I will add that to this video. Okay, the first thing you do when you get somebody in front of a Biophotonic scanner is they've never seen one of these machines before, so you need to validate the scanner. Okay, they need to take this scan seriously. So number one, I would definitely charge for a scan. People do take it more seriously if you charge, but also you need to make them realize what an amazing tool this is. So a couple of key points is this machine took 15 years of research and development by the top universities. It cost nearly 200 million to create. A lot of that was funded by the Cancer Research Institute. And when somebody hears the word cancer, it makes them realize the importance of this scan and the validity of it. Okay, it's the only patented tool that can read your antioxidant status. It can tell you how well protected you are against disease. Now, the importance of this to me, and I think you need to put that over so people understand, is that why wait until you've got a disease, until you have to have it medicated, or you have to have something nasty cut out of your body, an invasive procedure to try and cure the problem, when you could probably find the problem before it occurs. You can create a preventative solution. So I would much prefer to know if my body was going down the route of ill health before it actually got to that end journey than afterwards. And I'm sure most people, if you put it across to them, would too. So this is a way you can find out how well protected you are against getting nasty diseases. And at this point, I would show them this, because this is a great it's a great sheet that shows what oxidative stress does to your body, and it's a great sheet that shows all of the nasties that can occur when you're not fully protected. So I would make sure that they understand what oxidative stress, free radicals and antioxidants are. So I ask the question, do you understand what free radicals and antioxidants are? And whether they say yes or no, tell them anyhow. So free radicals is what attacks our body, our cells in our body, when we go out in the sun, when we breathe in pollution, just by breathing and aging in general, you get free radical attack on your body. By stress, that's a big one nowadays. By poor eating, lack of exercise, all of these things are attacking our cells on a daily basis. Now, I like the comparison of my uncle in England every Christmas would light a real fire because it's really cold in England at Christmas time. He'd light a real fire in our lounge and I'd watch him crumple up the newspapers, put on the little kindling pieces of wood. I'd watch him light it and it'd start to heat up, and then he'd put the big pieces of wood on, and then it would turn and it'd get so hot that it would go orange in the flames, and then it would go like a bluey colour. And at that point it would start to go into cinders, and I'd see bits of the cinders splat out of the fire and land on the hearth rug, and it would burn little holes in the rug until my uncle would then put a fire guard in front to stop those little spits of fire coming out and burning a hole in the carpet. Now that's exactly what happens to our body when we're attacked by free radicals. The free radicals, like the little bits of hot coals and hot fire, fly out and attack our cells. Now, instead of the fire guard, we need to put a protective barrier around our cells, which are antioxidants. And antioxidants come in the form of the bright coloured fruit and veg, de-stressing and doing exercise. And nowadays, a really good supplement. The reason being is that when I was growing up, we were told 5 fruit and veg a day. Now, the World Health Authority nowadays state that to have a really good antioxidant protection, you need 9 to 12 fruit and veg a day. Now, people can't do that. People don't do that because they've got way too busy lives, and it's really hard to consume that amount of fruit and veg a day. And the reason that that statistic has gone up is because of the soil depletion, because of the sprays and pesticides, and just the damage to the soil over the period of time, which is why the supplement industry has exploded around the world. Now, the supplement industry is a non-regulated industry at the moment, so you and I could go out, pick a few herbs and goodies, put them in a jar, and if we were really clever at marketing our product, we'd probably sell a few. So it's really, really important to know that what you're putting in your body is working and is working well. And if you understand that, you can pass this on to the people you're talking to. And I think it's really good you let them understand why our products are so much better. One is because we can measure that they're making a difference in our body. This incredible tool can measure the difference, which is why we say the difference demonstrated. That's one. And number two, we are the only company that guarantee and back our products with a guarantee that says, if for any reason your score doesn't go up, you get your money back. So that's 2 good reasons. The third good reason, which makes our products stand out from most of the other ones on the market, is that we have that 6S program of standardization, testing, making sure that products are really, really good. So you can show them that as well, or get an understanding of that too. Okay. So once you've done that, so you've validated the machine and you've validated the products, and you've made them understand the difference between free radical damage to your body causing oxidative stress and illness, and the importance of antioxidants to protect our body. So they've got an understanding of what they're reading. Then you've got to get a bit of personal emotion from it. So you've got to ask them, after telling them all this and they get an understanding, say to them, between 1 and 10, how important is your health? 1 being not important at all, and 10 being the most important thing. Where would you score? And let them answer. Wait for them to answer. Now, who wouldn't say 10? I mean, if they don't say 10, to be honest, they're not going to take this seriously anyhow. But after you've given them all the information and they've got an understanding of how amazing this machine is, they're going to say 10, aren't they? And then just before I read them, I talk about a car analogy. And I said, this machine will read your antioxidant levels in your body. I show them that red means that you've got no protection at all at the moment. A cancer victim would be down there. It doesn't mean you've got cancer. And up here means you're really well protected, and therefore the free radicals aren't getting to the cells because of the protection in your body. I also point out that I try and get people as quickly as possible into the green, because as soon as you've got over the yellow into the green, you're 5 times less likely to have one of these nasties. So your body is that much more protected. And then I use a car analogy. It's a bit like you driving along in your car and the red light, the petrol light, comes on. What's it doing? It's warning you not that your car's going to break down right there on the spot, but it's warning you that if you continue to drive that car without putting something into it, without making a change, without putting some fuel into the car, then it will conk down. Something will happen and it will stop. It will run out of juice. That's exactly the same with our bodies. We have miracle machines here, but we need to put goodness into them to make them work efficiently, just like that car. So if you're down in the red, you're at high risk, you've got no protection, red or orange, you're at high risk, you've got very little protection, and therefore, like that car, you need to put better fuel into your body. Yes, do it with fruit and veg, but nowadays, as I've explained, very difficult to fit 9 to 12 fruit and veg into your diet, so you need to put a good supplement in, one that is demonstrable, one that is guaranteed, and one that has got a proven success system to it. Okay, so you've explained all that, and then you ask them when you score them, so you get their fleshy bit of their hand, which is just here, and you rest it over the light, just here, and you get them to hug the machine tight, and it takes 30 seconds to read a score. And while you're showing them your little iPad and the score changing, you're asking them, where do you think you'll be and why? Get them to explain that their diet isn't as good as it should be, that they're stressed. I mean, you know, that's something to bear in mind. If they mention it's because I'm stressed, then you know you've got the cortisol available to them. Okay. And then when the score comes up, just go quiet and wait for a reaction. One thing I have forgotten to say just before their score comes up, I should ask them the question, if you read a low score, if you are low, are you prepared to invest in your health? Now, if they've told you that their health is number 10 of importance between 1 and 10, it's vitally important, then they should say yes to being able to being prepared to invest in their health. Okay, so once you've got their score, advise them to go on the 60-day challenge to get their score up and rescan in 60 days with a Pharmanex guarantee. Assume they're going to do it, so just make their suggestion. The Life Pack Nano, the Y-Span, the Woman's Life Pack, whichever you think is best for them, just say, right, what I suggest is that we put you on the 60-day program and we come back in 60 days and see your improvement. So you're assuming that they're going to go on the 60-day program, and you're assuming that they'll have an improvement, because your positivity will go across to them and they'll believe it too. I hope that that's helped. I'm happy to do this video again if you feel that I've missed something or misconstrued something or I need to add something. So feedback is welcome. Thanks.